Shalom to the elect of Yasha'Allah, which is Hebrew for Israel. Got to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Qurash. Yahweh is the Most High Hebrew name, and Yahweh Shah is his son name, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. Got to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the occupants pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Aqua who are listening and learning. Coming at you with another lesson, Lord's wouldn't be edifying. This is to all these demonites, these paganites, and these Satanites, okay? Because if you following any holiday, any pagan holiday, you are a paganite, a demonite, a Satanite, okay? You believe in Satan. You worship Satan. That's your God. Because time and time again, you wicked 2/3 niggas, okay? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you wicked 2/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. You are wicked, man. Okay, if you celebrating Thanksgiving, if you are being part of the Thanksgiving ritual, I don't care if you getting a plate, okay? If you are being around these people on Thanksgiving or Christmas or celebrating the birthdays, okay, going to a birthday party, if you're celebrating New Year's, July the 4th, which is definitely a no-no, because we was in captivity when the Declaration of Independence was signed by these Edomites. Thanksgiving. All you wicked 2/3 niggas out there in the world know what happened with the Thanksgiving celebration. All y'all know what that was about. It was about these Europeans, the conquistadors and Spaniards, colonizing North America, taking it from our brothers, which is Gad and Reuben, okay, the native Indians. You know this story. This is not rocket science. You know this story. But yet and still, you keep your traditions because it was passed down to you generation to generation to generation. From who? The slave master. Your father, the devil. Okay? You peoples out there know the history. You know the truth. And you still worship Christmas. You know it's a pagan custom. You know it come from Babylon. It's a Babylonian ritual. Okay? You know it come from Semiramis and Nimrod and Tammuz. But yet you still keep it. The 4th of July. You know where it come from. But you still keep it, man. And the Lord is not dealing with you. And he's going to kill you by grievous deaths. You know how these Edomites got this land. And I'm going to start with that. This is Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33. You celebrate Thanksgiving. And you know how these Edomites got this land. By rape, robbing, pillaging, murder, man. Okay? Deceit. Trickery. This is Numbers chapter 35 verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. Blood defileth the land. Who slayed the Native American Indians? The so-called white man. Okay? Their blood was all through the land, man. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. So the blood of the Native American Indians that was shedded on this land, it can't be cleansed by that blood. And this is what the Most High Yahweh is saying. But by the blood of him that shed it. Who shedded the blood of the so-called Native American Indians, man? It was the so-called white man, the Edomites. Okay? The conquistadors and Spaniards, man. the so-called Jews, okay? Amalek, Amalekites, the Ashkenazi Jews, okay? The Khazarian Empire. Whichever name you want to pick, they are the Edomites, man, who shedded the blood of our brothers and sisters, man, on this land. And you want to keep this pagan holiday, man? This is a precept to that. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. This is a precept to Numbers 35 and 33. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. How did these Edomites get North America? They established it by iniquity. They built this country on blood. Okay? This country was built on corruption, man. Corruption, bloodshed, iniquity, wickedness. This is John chapter 10 and verse 10. You people, man, you niggas, boy, you gonna die grievous deaths, man. This is John chapter 10 verse 10. The thief come not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy, man. This is what the thief do. What is a thief? It's Esau eating a so-called white man. Okay? This is Micah chapter 2 and verse, I'm going to start at 1. Woe to him that devised iniquity and work evil upon their beds. This is what they did, man. They devised a plan to take over the Native American Indians, man. It's when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power of their hand. This is what they do, man. They devise iniquity. By who? In a multitude, in a congregation, man. Okay? It and they covet fields and take them by violence. How did they get this land, man? Hey, all the other countries, man, because Jake was ruling. How did they get the lands, man? Europe, Portugal, Spain. They took it by violence, man. Okay? So-called Puerto Rico, Haiti, Jamaica, Cuba. How did they get them lands? They took it by violence, man. Dominican Republic. Okay? Hawaii. Okay? Greece. Rome. They took it by violence, man. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house. And they did that, man. They did that, man. Even a man in his heritage. Okay? This is what they did, man. They take, they rape, rob, murder, pillage. They destroy, man. That's why they are labeled as the harbingers of death, man. And there's proof right here in this precept I'm finna read. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and starting at verse 4. It reads, Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. And this is talking about the so-called white man. But the just shall live by faith, by his faith. Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, meaning his philosophies. This is what he do. They created their Declaration of Independence, their constitutions, their democracy. That's their transgression by wine, their democracy, man. Okay? Their philosophies. They make everybody follow their laws. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. And they go in every other country and take over, man. This is what they do. And you seen it on the news every day, man. For the last 100 years, man. This is what they do, man. They are not keepers at home, man. who enlargeth his desire as hell. And this is the point right here. He is, and say, and is as death. That's what they is, man. As death. Okay? And cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up apparel against him? Yes, they is, man. All the people that he heaped to him, man. Hey, that's gonna bring coals on your head, man. And they turn a proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay. Okay, which that's going into that thick clay is going into their debt, man. Okay, they deep in the hole, man. Deep. And who putting them there? The Rothschilds. Okay. But it say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. They take, and they keep taking, man. This is what they do. This is Psalms chapter 49 and verse 11. And it reads, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Who named America? A map maker. Okay? He was a map maker and an explorer and other labels that they got on him. But his name was Amerigo Vespucci. Okay? Italian map maker. They called their lands after their own names. Who named Africa? A so-called white man. Okay? Leo Scipios Africanus, man. A so-called Edomite. A so-called white man. A Edomite. Amerigo Vespucci named America. A Edomite. Okay? They go everywhere and they take over, man. All these countries, man, named after Edomites when they conquered everywhere, man. That's what Alexander the Great did, man. He conquered all the lands. Okay? All the known lands. So what they do, man, they found new land, which one new because the natives was here, man. They came over here and destroyed this. And the only way they took this over, okay, because they made a Gatling gun, man. Because the Native American Indians was killing them Edomites. So they had to do what? Strategize, man. That's why I tell you that in Proverbs. Proverbs chapter Proverbs 15 and or is it 19 and 18? It say every purpose established by counsel, and with good advice make war. Every purpose established by counsel, and with good advice make war. That's why I say in Malachi chapter 2, okay, they devise iniquity upon their bed, man. Every purpose is established by counsel, meaning they come together and they create a tumult, man. And with good advice, they make war. This is what they do, man. And they made a treaty with the Native American Indians, man, and then wiped them out. This is going back in the Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 55. I'm going to start at verse 20. So this is what the Edomites did. Okay? The Lord have everything, so this is the Lord's moving, man. This is Psalm 55 verse 20. He had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. And that's how it was when they came over here, when the Native American Indians, man. They made a peace agreement, a covenant, okay? Which the Lord said we're not supposed to be in covenant with them devils because they devils, man. But this is how you know, man, because it's in the scriptures. This is Psalm 55 and 20. He had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. They put forth their hand and made a covenant, shook hands. He had broken his covenant. Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. They were smooth, man. Okay, smooth talker. And the Native Americans went for it, man. Because they was humble, peaceful men. but war was in his heart. So the whole time they were talking smooth to the natives, war was in their heart, man. It say, and his words were softer than oil, but yet they were drawing swords. Now, this demon, which they call him Christopher Columbus, but his real name is Cristobal Colon, it say his word was softer than oil, but yet were drawing swords. He wrote and said that he couldn't put his sword down for a minute because the Native American Indians was on their ass, man. Okay? This is what Christopher Columbus said, Cristobal Colon. He couldn't put his sword down for a minute, man. Because it was serious. It was war, man. And who created it? He did. Which he never landed over here in North America, man. Amerigo Vespucci did. Christopher Columbus landed in the islands. Okay? He never got over here. So, he had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. And that's what they did, man. That's what they did. And matter of fact, about that covenant, this is Isaiah 29 and verse 15. Isaiah 28 and verse 15. And it reads, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death. Ye have made a covenant with death. Now what did Habakkuk 2 say? Let's read it. Habakkuk 2 and 5 say, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who Elijah his desire is hell, and is as death. Okay? This is Isaiah 28 and 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell. Okay? It says his desire is hell in Habakkuk. Are we at agreement? When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. And this is what you people say who made a covenant with Esau, even the so-called white man. The Lord said in Exodus, don't make a covenant with the heathen, man. Okay? Don't make a covenant with the heathen, man. And you're doing it. You're still doing it. As at this day, man. You're voting, being part of this system, following their traditions. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. You have made lies your refuge, man. Everything about North America is a lie, man. And you're keeping the traditions of lies, man. Okay? This is oh yeah, Jeremiah. Let me get this. 16. Jeremiah 16, I'm going to start at 1. The word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place, Babylon the Great. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the sons, and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths for breaking the covenant of the Lord, man. And after you have heard it. Now, we all was blind, didn't know. Once you come into the truth, man, that's it. Even if you hear the truth, you're supposed to change your life, man. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. And this is coming, man. And they shall be consumed by the sword, which is the modern day guns, okay, or a different type of technology of Esau Edom, because that's his blessing, the sword, and by famine, meaning no food. And their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of the air, which is all types of birds, and for the beasts of the field, and for the beasts of the earth, which is all type of animals out there, wolves, bears, okay, bobcats, whatever, man. For thus saith the Lord, enter not into the house of mourning, neither go to lament, nor bemoan them, for I have taken away my peace from this people. Who? The 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Saith the Lord Yahweh, even loving kindness and mercies, both the great and the small shall die in this land. Okay? Half of you gonna take the RFD microchip. Half of you gonna die by famine, get through in concentration camps. You're gonna die in race riots. Your women gonna get raped until they are destroyed. Okay, raped to death. They shall not be buried, neither shall men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them. Okay? None of that's going to happen, man. Because that's in the law. You don't supposed to do none of that for the dead. Okay? Because the Lord say they're going to die grievous deaths. Neither shall men tear themselves for them in mourning to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father or for their mother. The Lord said, don't even, hey, you look, Jake always went, after a funeral, Jake always want to get some liquor and drink, okay? Pour out a little liquor to my homie or whatever. Hey, the Lord said, don't do no consolation or drinking, man, okay? And this also, they do this too after the funerals. Thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and drink. That's after the funeral. What they do, they go back, they have food and drink. And it's also talking about this pagan ass holiday, Thanksgiving. Thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and to drink. To who? To wicked people, man. You're not supposed to do this with wicked people. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth, meaning happiness. It tell you right here, and the voice of gladness, the voice of bridegroom and the voice of the bride. So ain't gonna be no more wives and husbands, man. You're gonna be destroyed. All you who married through the laws of Esau, Edom, okay, you got your marriage license. Hey, that's why I tell you that in Matthew 24 and 37. As it was in the days of Noah, they were eating, drinking, marrying, and giving to marriage. It said the same thing in Luke, but it got a little more added to it. It said they was buying, selling, planting, and building. Okay? Y'all gonna be destroyed, man, for following these pagan holidays, man. You're gonna be destroyed, man. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore had the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? This what you say. Man, the Lord ain't, that ain't the Lord. Y'all talking, y'all bored out of y'all mind. Where y'all get that from? That's not in the Bible, but we showing you straight out the scriptures. Or what is our iniquity, or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord Yahweh our power? Thou shalt say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord Yahweh, and walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my laws. And ye have done worse than your fathers. And that's our generation today, man. I'm talking about our mamas and aunties and uncles and fathers. They is worse than our ancestors, man. Okay? Because of reincarnation, we are our ancestors. So just imagine who our parents is. They are worse than we are, man. Because they were doing the same thing back in the ancient time, man. In their previous life. They was being wicked then. They're going to be wicked and stupid now, man. Okay? If you was wicked in your previous life, you're going to be wicked now. If you was righteous in your previous life, you're going to be righteous now, man. It is not rocket science. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me, Yahweh. Okay? You walk out of your own imagination, man. The Lord is going to kill you niggas, man. And you don't even see it coming. You don't even see it coming, man. This is Mark chapter 7 and verse 6. This is in the red, so this is Yahweh speaking, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. He answered and said unto them, well had Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as is written, this people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for the doctrines the commandments of men. Not the commandments of Yahweh, the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandments of God, ye hold the tradition of men. What is the tradition of men? Thanksgiving, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, which St. Patrick was a so-called Negro. Christmas, St. Nick is a so-called Negro for you dummies that don't know. Okay, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, bringing in New Year's. Okay, oh, Christopher Columbus Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day. Man, these are pagan holidays. These are tradition of men. Thus saith the scriptures, man. And this in the red. Okay, this is in the red. This is Mark chapter 7 and verse 8. For laying aside the commandments of God, ye hold the tradition of men. Okay, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things you do. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandments of God, that ye may keep your own traditions, man. What is that? These damn pagan holidays. All you demons, the Lord is going to kill you, man. And you're going to die grievous deaths, like it say in Jeremiah 16th chapter, man. You're going to die grievous deaths, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. And it reads, Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh shall speak unto you, O house of Israel. He don't care about no other nations, man. He don't care about them, man. He only care about you, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, man. Learn not the way of the heathen. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the custom of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest. And I'm bringing this precept out because Christmas coming up. And you dummies, you demons, you demonites, you Satanites, and you paganites, you're going to put the evergreen tree in your house. And it's against the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. Not to keep the custom of the heathens. It says, for the custom of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of work. It said, the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as a palm tree, but they speak not. They must need be born, because they cannot go. Okay? It said they cut a tree out of the forest, the workmen with an axe, and they deck it with silver and gold. What the hell is that, man? That's your evergreen tree, man. That you wicked jakes got in your house right now. Following the ways of the heathen, man. The Lord is going to kill you, man. Man, them Edomites rape, robbed, and murder and pillage. Genocide, man. Nothing but bloodshed on the Native American Indians. And you dummies celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday, man. And you know what? You say, oh no. That's why I say, oh no, no evil can hurt us. That's what they say, like I read to you in Jeremiah 16. That's what you say. Oh no, the Lord ain't gonna do nothing. We've been doing this for years. Ain't nothing ever happened. Guess what? The Lord letting you dig your hole, man. And you got a deep ditch, man. Okay? The Lord is long suffering, man. And he's letting you dig your hole, man. Matter of fact, let's prove that, man. This is Nahum. This is Nahum chapter 1 and verse 2. Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. My point is, the Lord Yahweh is slow to anger. Okay? And he say he will have his way. Okay? And he will not at all acquit the wicked, man. So the Lord is slow to anger, man. But to tell you that the Lord is angry with the wicked every day, man. Okay? And you're going to get what you reap, man. You're going to get what you reap. Hey, whatever you sow, that you shall reap, man. This is, let me see. This is Psalms chapter 7, verse 11. God judges the righteous. And God, this is Psalms chapter 7, verse 11. God judges the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. So you're doing wicked, man. You're going to get what you're going to get, man. This is on Psalm chapter 7 verse 13. He have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the prosecutors. Okay? And you know what? You know what you people do, man? You trust in oppression, man. The same ones oppress you, dummies, you living by their laws. Okay? You're following their every move, man. You don't have to do that. Okay? We gotta live around the Edomites. We gotta follow their laws because we are still in captivity. But you don't have to follow their laws, man. Okay? You have to be upright because we are righteous. The Lord tell you in Matthew 10 and 6, we are wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. So we gotta be upright, on point. But you don't have to eat no damn pork, man. You don't have to put no Christmas tree in your evergreen tree in your house. Or celebrate Thanksgiving. You don't have to do those things, man. You are free not to follow those pagan customs, man. But you trust in oppression, man. You dummies, you trust in oppression, man. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 16. And it reads, for the leaders of this people call them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. These leaders cause you peoples to err, man. And it said they that are led of them are destroyed, man. You're going to die by following these leaders, which they really ain't no leaders, man. They're leading you into a hole. The Lord said, if the blind lead the blind, they shall both fall into a ditch, man. Okay? They shall both fall into a ditch. So, you are following the ways of heathens to your destruction, man. This is Matthew chapter 15 and verse 9. And it reads, this people, read verse 8. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for the doctrine of commandments of men. Okay? You're teaching, you are being taught to follow the commandments of men. I read to you in Mark chapter 7, man, to keep your own traditions, man. Okay? And people say that all the time, well, this is a tradition for generations. Guess what? That tradition is going to get you whacked, man. Okay? That's why the Lord say, the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. You people going to die, man. You're going to die grievous deaths. And you know the truth. You know these demons. You know these demons, man. Destroyed our brothers, man. Gad and Reuben, the native Indians, man. And they had a feast to show you that they conquered them, man. And you're going to celebrate that? Hey. Lord willing. This is Lord willing. I pray to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah that I see the destruction of my people, man. Because they are wicked. Okay? They are wicked. I done told them time and time again, man. But they don't want to listen. So guess what? They're going to die, man. Grievous deaths. Matter of fact, I'm going to close with this. This is Jeremiah chapter 11. Jeremiah chapter 11 in verse, let me see. Jeremiah chapter 11 verse 14. This is what the Lord say. Therefore, pray not for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. The Lord said the Lord said don't pray to him for your family members, for your friends, for your buddies, for your co-workers, for your bosses. Don't pray to him, man, because he will not hear your prayer, man. Okay? And this is talking about a righteous man. He's telling the righteous, do not pray for these wicked, man. Okay? Let's back that up with a scripture. This is Proverbs chapter 28, which is a beautiful scripture. This is Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 9. He that turneth away his ear, or he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. The Lord say in Jeremiah 11:14, therefore pray not for these people. I will not hear your prayer if you pray for them. I am not going to hear their prayer, because they're what? He that turneth his ear away from hearing the law, even his prayer is abomination. This Proverbs 28 and verse 4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked. They that forsake the Lord law praise the wicked, man. And what does the church teach you? The laws is done away with. You can do what you want to do. Sending you into the lake of fire, man. Okay? Or sending you to your early judgment. Seriously. Read this again, Proverbs 28 and 4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. With who? With the elect together, man. Verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer is an abomination, man. The Lord is not dealing with you, man. Just because you think, oh, ain't nothing happened to us when we celebrate on Thanksgiving. You think the Lord ain't doing nothing? He's slow to anger, man. Okay? But guess what? The slain of the Lord shall be many. That's why he said in Ezekiel 9 and 6, man. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women. Okay? Slay utterly old and young. Old men, young men. Old women, young women. And children, man. That's about to come to you dummies, man. You wicked 2/3, man. Okay? You're finna get destroyed. And man, in that day, that's why he say, in that day, all the gods you've been worshiping, pray to them and let them save you, man, in the time of your trouble. Because they ain't. And you're going to die grievous deaths. So for all you demonites, Satanites, and paganites, you shall be destroyed soon. So with that one say, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Archon pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwal for listening and learning.